Liverpool fans, we've been teasing you, haven't we? We're now going to talk Liverpool and the fact nobody has been signed so far. Mark, should Liverpool fans be worried?
Not at all. Not at all. I think the one thing you've seen from Liverpool over the course of the last few seasons, particularly under FSG, is they don't rush into the market. They're very wise, they're very astute, they're very clever, and they'll do things at their own pace. Now, a lot of Liverpool fans will be looking at the situation thinking, right, there's uncertainty at Manchester City, Arsenal look like they're strengthening, and let's be honest, probably the team to beat at this stage of the transfer window. You know, Manchester United are bringing in some young, exciting players. Erik ten Hag signed a new contract. So what's happening with Liverpool? Why aren't you competing? Why aren't you signing new players? Now, I think the important thing to point out is there is a new structure there. Michael Edwards has gone into work for FSG. You've got Richard Hughes, who's gone from Bournemouth to Liverpool to work as a sporting director. And you've got Arne Slot, who's going in to replace Jurgen Klopp. This is a new group of people that are working together for the first time. So they need to spend a bit of time understanding each other and understanding what Arne Slot wants from his players, what are his non-negotiables with regards to certain positions. He also wants to give everyone a fair opportunity. And that's something he said over the course of this pre-season. I want to let the players prove to me they should be in the first team. I want to know and understand exactly what players we've got. Remember last season, Mike, we were at one stage talking about Liverpool potentially winning the quadruple. Because after the League Cup win, you were saying, well, Premier League, they're still in the mix for that. They're still in the Champions League. They could still win the FA Cup. So this is a side that is actually quite strong. And you've seen that pathway and progressional development for the young players as well. And that's where Arne Slot will be looking at them and saying, right, prove to me you should be in the squad. You've still got players coming back from the Copa America and from the Euros. So he's not even had the opportunity to look at its squad in its entirety. But there's no question, Michael Edwards, who's one of the data specialists, will be looking at players to potentially come in. The same with Richard Hughes, who's been operating as a sporting director for over 10 years in the Premier League, largely. They will be working together. They've got a long-standing 20-year relationship, and they will be looking to attack the market at some stage. I can guarantee you Liverpool will sign players in this summer, but don't worry, Liverpool fans, because they'll be looking and thinking, why are they not doing it now? Just let things evolve naturally. Arne Slot will be a key decision maker in any new face at Anfield.
Football clubs and fans not known for their patience, though, are they, Michael? Liverpool and Arne Slot have had a long lead-in because Jurgen Klopp gave them an early heads up. So surely they must already... Arne Slot would have seen the Liverpool players. Surely he'll have an idea of who's in and who's out.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. But also, I always have to remember what a legendary manager that has left the football club. You know, remember when Arsene Wenger left Arsenal. You know, look how well how brilliant Unai Emery actually is.
Yeah.
But it just didn't seem to fit at Arsenal. It got to the Europa League final, fine, but something wasn't there. Maybe it was just, it's always so difficult to replace such an icon. David Moyes, Manchester United. And Arne Slot here, you know, I do think internationals have played a part, the Copa America and the European Championships. Looking at the positives, Mo Salah hasn't come out yet and say, this is the year I want to go to Saudi Arabia. He's not done that. Virgil van Dijk hasn't turned around saying, I want a fresh start. I like the look of Liverpool's youngsters last season. Arne Slot probably likes them as well. What do Liverpool want? Maybe a centre-back, maybe another number 6, maybe another forward. Are they panicking? Some fans are, because, as they say, they want everything now. But so are Man United fans, so are Newcastle fans, so are Chelsea fans, so are Spurs fans. Who is looking forward to the season? Maybe Arsenal, sure. Maybe Villa, sure. Still time to go.
OK. All right, Mark. What would be success for Arne Slot in this next campaign?
Oh, that's not in the script. I absolutely think it's a very fair, valid question. Now, let's be honest, this is Liverpool, this is an institution, this is one of the biggest football clubs in the world. They have to win trophies, full stop, regardless of whether you're new into the job or whether you've been there for 7, 8 years like Jurgen Klopp. Your remit is to deliver silverware to that bulging cabinet, full stop. And I think that's what will be the thought process to Arne Slot. He's not coming in there thinking, right, I'll spend a year to get into the top 4 and then maybe challenge for the Premier League in a year or two's time. No, he might not have Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk in a year's time. He's got them now, and they're players that are capable of winning the Premier League. So I think the remit will be play attractive, exciting football. We've seen FSG be creative and clever with their money. They don't go and splash the cash. They are very astute with what they do. Play the brand of Liverpool football and go and challenge for titles. Go and challenge the Premier League, go and get a League Cup, go and get an FA Cup, and go and get deep into the Champions League. That's the remit, that's what's expected, and regardless if you've been there for 5 minutes or 5 years, that is what you have to deliver.